Alright, it's 7 degrees outside, and so it's really cold in here, and that heater's going to be going all day. So I'm sorry about the noise, but believe me, I need it. I'm not going to put too much more detail in the front of the Mountain Man. I've got two on the upper part of them, but this part's all going to be pretty much next to the horse. And what I'm going to do right now is start working on his belt, or his wrap around his waist. Alright, I'm going to let you know that tomorrow I will be at the hospital in Bozeman for an appointment I have about this time yet tomorrow. And I'm not going to go into detail what it is. It may involve me having to stay in the hospital. I don't know yet. I'm just not going to get into details of my appointment or anything else about it. It's just something they found when I had my heart attack, and I just got to get it looked at and taken care of. So I may not be here tomorrow or the next day. Well, I won't be here Friday anyway, but I just thought I'd let you know. I'll remind you about it at the end of the video, just so none of you will be disappointed when I don't show up tomorrow. Of course, that is if we can get to the hospital tomorrow. It's really cold, and the roads are not going to be fun to travel on. The temperatures have been horrible. I'm going to try some texture on the fabric. It's actually a knitted or crocheted, I don't know exactly what you would call it. It's a wrap, but it's made out of knitted material. I've got one. It's a sash that they would use instead of a belt. I just got to figure out how to put a nice little texture to it. Not that I don't know why I'm even bothering there. That's not going to even be facing out. All right, let's get the back part of it. I still got to finish his leggings. I got to work around this armature that's holding him up. So it doesn't interfere with my sculpture. If I had to guess, I'd guess that there'd be a foot in the back of his coat, so that would make it easier for him to mount a horse. I'm just assuming, because I'm not seeing the back of the shirt that he's wearing, but it would make sense. Now this is where the wrap around his waist is tied, and I'm just putting the knot on here. Okay, I'm gonna put the fringe in. I'll come back when I get this done. I've got to do some work on his face, so I'm going to take his head off and work on it separate from his body, but I'm not going to do that right now. I've got to go one step at a time. This part of his shirt won't be showing that much, and this part will. So I'm going to fill in underneath the flap of his shirt. To strengthen it. Alright, I've had to lower the sculpting stand so I can work on his arms. Alright, I've got him back on there. I just want to see how much of this is going to show, and bring this arm down just a little, like that. I'm running into banging on my table here. There we go. Yeah, that looks better. With that arm down just a little bit. By the way, there's still a possibility this whole thing may not work out. I'm feeling it right now. But it might, and I'll keep at it. But if I feel like it's getting too muddy, or I get too stressed about it, I'll just stop working on it for a while. But I ain't at that point yet. I'm thinking of putting his hat on his back, hanging off his neck. That's going to add a nice design to it. It'll be a big felt hat with a low crown. Would be typical of a mountain man type hat. The thing is, I don't want to put a big fur cap on him. I don't want to put just a bandana on his head. I'm going to have some hair on there. And I'll work on this off of him. But you're getting the idea of what I'm thinking of doing here. I'm just playing with the idea for different position for the hat. Well, you can see the idea that's coming together on this. I like the idea of the hat being on the back of the gentleman instead of on his head, shading his face and everything. I want all that seen, and it'll work out well design-wise all the way around. I'll pick this up next week. Like I told you at the beginning of the video, I'm heading to the hospital tomorrow for a consultation, and find out if I need to go through a procedure for something, which I'm not going to talk about, but it's not related to the heart. But I like the stance. I like the feeling of his position on the horse, next to the horse. And I like the way she's looking down at him and he's looking up at her. I am going to have to work on his face, which means I'll probably take his head off, his shoulders. I'll be putting long hair on him, but I repositioned this arm a little bit, and I like the positioning of it really just fine now. Now it's a matter of getting the hands right. All right, everybody, see you next week. If you like this video, please like and subscribe to my channel. It really would help me. Also, check out the link below this video. It will take you to a review of my 9 instructional videos that could be very helpful to you if you're thinking of sculpting. Good night, everybody.